Hello. This is, I guess, my first official video for my Twitch channel. I've done a couple other videos of playing Destiny 2 on my actual PlayStation 5, but this is now I set up my PC and I've set up my little streaming studio around me. As you can see, I got my nerd cred over here with my Zelda, and I've got my different disc plates over there and my ladies on my left shoulder. um, but I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Sawyer Hamilton, and yes, I go by Links to the Past because my whole goal with my stream is to kind of um, bring philosophy from the past and faith topics from the past, and talk about how those things can be seen and really realized in new age and current nerd culture. Um, I care about a lot of things, such as you know mental health. I'm a huge gamer, huge nerd, so I want to really encourage folks who are struggling with mental health issues or depression or those kinds of things, self-esteem, and really how to help walk through and navigate those issues and those struggles throughout video games and movie culture, nerddom in general, Harry Potter, Star Wars, Star Trek, video games, anything like that. Really just kind of help understand, the benefit of those things and how you can utilize those tools and such themes in those video games and movies to really help understand where Christianity and where faith and where the characteristics of Christ and the characteristics of our lives and his teachings and those things are coming true in a lot of our video games and are really displayed in healthy ways. So to really help people who are struggling with darkness, struggling with um, mental health issues, navigate those things. So that's kind of where I want to drive this channel and this my hobbies of streaming now. And I'll be playing games such as Zelda. I'm a huge Nintendo fan. You can't tell by one of my artwork. I have an Ocarina of Time display over there, and then I have Breath of the Wild stuff over on my other shoulder. So I'm a huge Zelda fan. Grew up on Nintendo, playing Mario Kart, Street Fighter, all those fun games. And so really, those are my main games I'll be playing on here. But I will also, my first streaming game will probably be Hogwarts Legacy, because that is a big one coming out. So I wanted to really just kick off my stream with something really fun. I'll also be posting videos on here from YouTube as well, just talking about Christian themes in video games and movies, and areas where, especially from my perspective, and especially from my experience, the interpretation of the Bible and in Scripture, and how those themes and those characteristic traits of Christ show up in video games and characters that we all love, whether it's Maximus Decimus Meridius in Gladiator, or it's Link in Breath of the Wild, or in any of the Zelda games, or just across the entire fantasy battle of good versus evil, and why that age-old battle that we've fought for many years in fictional worlds or in real world has really its roots deep down in 2,000 years ago, when Christ came to the earth, and God gave himself up to reconnect with humans and reconnect with the relationship that he has with us, and really how we're always fighting darkness. We're always fighting against the enemy and his strategies, and but we have this great warrior on our side named Jesus, and it's all about fighting, using the light to fight the dark and win against the dark. Really, it's David versus Goliath in every single day, whether that's going out your door and trusting in people around you, or it's going into a fictional world and slaying your first orc. So that's kind of my hope for this stream. A little bit more about myself. I've grown up in Colorado my whole life, and I still live here, and I love Colorado. I have a local church that I go to. I've been through depression, and when I was in high school, I went through a lot of identity issues and crises in my 20s. I lost my father at a pretty young age, and so dealing with the father figure issues in my life has always been kind of a struggle and kind of an adventure. understanding masculinity from that perspective as well has been really hard. And so yeah, I'm 33, almost 34, and yeah, that's kind of my realm. I've been in Colorado my whole life, like I said. My biggest nerd hobbies are Zelda, Nintendo games, Fire Emblem. I love. I really enjoy Lord of the Rings. As far as movies go, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings nerd. I have a tattoo right here to go off it with Zelda and Lord of the Rings included on there. I'm getting another tattoo of the Shards of Narsil. That's going to be for next month. And really, just yeah, those are my two biggest passions, my two biggest nerd passions, I guess, is Lord of the Rings and Zelda. And other than that, I play Destiny 2 off and on. Other videos on my stream have been Destiny 2 gameplay, and then, but I enjoy sports games. I enjoy RPGs though, things where I get to really put myself into the character's shoes, and imagine the fight of good versus evil, and do whatever I can to do that, and to create an adventure that is wonderful and exciting. And yeah, so that's kind of the plan for my stream. It's going to be super fun. I'm hoping to keep it relatively lighthearted. I'm not bringing up too many issues except for faith, because that's something that I believe in very strongly. And I'm sure I'll get questions and feedback and chats that are going to be hard. And but I really want to just make this a safe place where teenagers, young adults, any age range or any belief can come and learn more about faith and Christianity, and because there's so much abuse and people using the church and using faith for the wrong reasons out there. So most of the world, most of America at least, has gotten very sour towards the understanding, towards the idea of faith and how that can play a part in video games and how that can play a part in our lives. So also from the church perspective, very many churches don't like video games, don't like the nerd culture, because it distracts or tempts or brings about this idea of laziness for all sorts. There's all sorts of reasons that churches don't like video game culture, nerd culture in a lot of ways, but I'm here to help break that mold and really help other churches understand some things, and really maybe just shed some light on where Jesus can be found in nerd culture, whether it's with Marvel movies or other good versus evil fights, or especially in video games. So that's me. Again, my name is Sawyer. I'm excited to kind of go out there and start streaming, and look for my streams. I'll try to be streaming on Monday nights. That's kind of my hoped schedule, if not on the weekends. And then most of my streams will be, starting off, will be Hogwarts Legacy and other videos like this one, where I kind of talk about where maybe Christian themes show up in Hogwarts Legacy. So yeah, happy to chat with you all and hear from you. And if there's any questions or anything, feel free to get in the chat. And I'll be trying to raid or having a couple connections with some other online church streams that happen on Twitch for sure. Kind of get that stuff going more so as well. But thank you so much for just giving me this opportunity to be streaming and to really open up the world of video games and faith and mental health, of course. So that's really all I have to give and what I want to say today. But I'm looking forward to my next stream, which hopefully will be in February when I start playing Hogwarts Legacy live. Thank you all.